Welcome to everyone to our Linux class. So today we will start about the SELinux. So first question will be arise, what is SELinux? So SELinux stand for Security Enhanced Linux. It is a security features built into Linux that control what users and program can do. So why is SELinux used? Second question, why is SELinux used? So SELinux is used to protect the system from hacker, malware, and accidental access to some important file. When SELinux is work, it work on some mode. Mode mode can be three mode. First will be enforcing. Second will be permissive, and third one will be disable. So what's the meaning of these mode? If it is working on enforcing, means rule and policy are enforced and it's not allowed to break it. In permissive mode, it's giving the warning. It cannot be stopped completely. In disable means it is not working there. So on these mode, the SELinux is going to work. So when we are working with SELinux, an important part is known as SELinux context. SELinux context. Every file, folder, and process in SELinux has a special label called a context. This context tells us SELinux who own the file, what types of file it is, and what program can access it. If you have any file or directory, you can check it. For example, ls-ld var www.html. This is directory. So if I want to check, then I will apply ls-ld capital Z var www and html. So now we can check this is the context type here. httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t. This tell SELinux that this file is meant for Apache web server. Applying capital Z in order to check the context related to any file or related to any folder. If anyone want to change the SELinux context, then for changing the SELinux context, the people can do one thing. chcon -t, t for type, just like httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t, and then the file or directory name. So with the help of this command, we can change the context type. If we are setting this context to any directory, just like any directory name can be there. So it's set to httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t, which allow Apache to read it. But if you are performing the context changing with the help of this method, it will be temporary. If you want to change permanent change for the SELinux context, then how it is possible? semanage command will be helpful there in order to change the context permanent. If you are taking some example, so we can take the example just like se manage f context, then -a for appending, -t for the type, just like httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t, and then the name of directory. So you have to mention my file.html. So with the help of this method, you can change the context for permanent time. Then in SELinux, we have seen about the mode. There are different mode in SELinux. Mode, just like enforcing mode, permissive mode, and disable mode. We have discussed about it. After it, we have seen about the context type. If we want to change the context, either temporary or permanent, so we have to check how it is possible. First, I'm creating a directory, mkdir Vijay. Then I will check the context of the directory with the help of ls-ld capital Z, then Vijay. So I can check that the context type is default underscore t. Okay, so this is the context. Now I want to change the context. Chcon hyphen t. Chcon hyphen t means now the context type which I want to take. HTTP d underscore sys, then content underscore t. This is the context type and I want to change for Vijay. After changing it, if I want to verify that context is changed or not, so ls-ld z, then Vijay. Now I can check that I get the context http sys underscore content underscore t. But this is the temporary method of changing it. It is not the permanent method. There is command restore cone. Restore cone means what the policy, what's the rule, just apply on it. Okay. Restore con hyphen r and f, then Vijay. After doing the relabeling with the help of restore cone, now check again. Now we can check that the context we have get the old one. It's mean this is a temporary method of changing the context. If you want to change permanently, then what you have to do? Now, se manage f context hyphen a hyphen t httpd sys content t, then double quote directory name, after it pirate symbol, then question mark. After it is mentioned in the rule, in the policy for the permanent change. Right now, if you go and you will try to check it, ls-ld z Vijay, you will find that it is still showing default underscore t. But according to the rules, according to the policy where we added httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t for the permanent time, for the persistent way, why it is not updated? So it will update when we will perform the restore con. Let's do restore con hyphen r hyphen f, then Vijay. Now check it, ls-ld z, then Vijay. Now you can check that the rule or policy which created, now it is apply on it. So with the help of this method, the context can be changed permanent. So that's all for today. Thank you guys.